There's no fucking. Oh wait, hold on.
You okay?
Yeah. Right. So, we're back. Company kind of got shut up, so we need to take a bit of a break.
Yeah.
We found the culprit. It was a duck with a Mac 10.
Yeah. The Promised Land is kind of a lawless wasteland here.
Yeah, the government left 72 years ago, so it's just kind of been Detroit 2.0.
Detroit 2.0. Yep.
So we're gonna head back to the woods. So as you can see, the season's changed. It's no longer.
Yeah.
The flood season's coming, but
It's soon to be monsoon season, and flood
Yeah.
season comes after monsoon season.
might need this.
Yeah, for defense. So what season are we in at the moment?
We're in rebirth right now, because everything is, it's coming back. It'll die, but it's all back now. And now it looks like, I don't fucking know, green.
It looks very green. Mr. Dundee, you need to be careful with that thing. What are you doing?
Alright, we did it.
Okay. Proud of yourself, Mr. Dundee?
Yeah.
I think you might want to put that down, man.
No. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So our last video, we all kind of froze to death.
Yeah.
But as you can see, all the water is gone.
It's been soaked up into the grass.
Yeah, fucking plants are thirsty motherfuckers. Now watch this. Look at how much water is going to come out.
That was mostly leaves.
Well, she am. Some water.
Is that a rescue plane I hear? Somebody must have called a rescue plane.
Impossible.
Well, I mean, there's some flares left.
New flares work, but no one's getting a radio signal out of here.
Yeah.
Go about the vortex thing here. Nice fucking cunt up in the sky. Hides above the clouds. It said that he's a man in a penguin costume with a radio jammer.
Ah.
And ever since then...
What, he just flies around and jams the radio signals?
Hey, he's a fucking cunt. He won't give him the Wi-Fi password either.
So, this used to be the frozen lake.
Yeah.
The Great Lake. There are some artifacts that will be frozen over. Come,
We have to kill the grass.
This is more just weeds.
Water distribution, my friend.
Ah.
Water on this with...
Over there is the, this is the plank bridge that we use. It wasn't here last time, in the last episode, but we placed it here during, well, at the start of the rebirth, because there was water in this area, because it just melted. Over there's the Great Swamp, right there.
We don't have great memories of the Great Swamp.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this particular section of the Great Swamp was okay. Mr. Dundee, why are you breaking the bridge?
We need firewood, else we're gonna fucking freeze up here.
Oh, just use that. You don't need firewood right now, man. Don't break the bridge. We need that to get across when it becomes monsoon season. Should we venture into the Great Swamp and show it off in this season?
Yeah.
Put my hood up. You can see the, this isn't really grass, is it? Or is it? It's very high, whatever it is. Great Swamp is very muddy.
Yeah, just like it was last season. That's probably poisonous.
Very likely to be poisonous. There's a lot of poisonous things here in the Promised Land. This area looks very different than it did during the Great Freeze. Navigating it won't be so easy.
That's one other thing about Rebirth season is creatures come back.
Yeah. During the Great Freeze, the creatures are very limited. Only ones that have adapted to survive in a very cold climate are alive. During the Great Freeze, these were just in their infant stages. We're wading out of the Great Swamp here. All right, Mr. Dundee?
Yeah. We're fine, Shite.
These plants get very annoying once they're fully grown.
Yeah. Whichever boomerang has fucking knife attached that shit. Take it all down. Hey, baby.
That's a tree, Mr. Dundee. Mr. Dundee? Yeah, right there, man?
Got myself a weed.
Mr. Dundee?
Yeah?
How are we supposed to get this video out to the world?
Fuck. I don't know, you could just shoot your camera out of a fucking catapult or something.
That is true. Since there's a section of the studio based in America, we'll just shoot it there.
Alright, sounds good.
Once again, we are in the Promised Land, which is in southern Australia, but it's not very easy to get to the Promised Land.
Yeah, you
Like-
might have to like... it's kind of Matrix shit, something like
Yeah,
that.
it's like an alternate dimension, kind of.
Some kind of Narnia shit like that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, picking up something.
Picking up something on your weed?
Yep.
What is that?
Hold on. Yep, that's definitely it. This is water.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa!
And
Got to test if that's water too.
no, this is Fortnite videos.
Ah.
Shit.
Darn. Can't drink that.
You could, but you shouldn't. That's the one.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to die. His rivals.
You killed it.
Oh,
You fucking
Yeah.
destroyed it.
that's what happens when you drink Fortnite videos.
I think both fucking brain dead and it's like flowing to your fucking eyes. Like literally no fucking reason.
I believe we found an artifact.
I'm fucking pants. It's got fucking dirt on it. Disgusting.
This could have been from before the Great Freeze.
I kind of like the petrified jacket.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the petrified jacket?
I don't know.
Alright, let's go looking for it. I might still be.
During the Great Freeze is where you'll find the most abundant artifacts. But during the Rebirth, you'll also find some.
During the Great Freeze, that's when all the prospectors die. And they're actually behind all the loot.
Yep.
So any grabblers, you never want to come across a grabbler at night. Especially
They're horrible creatures, oh god. That was horrifying.
if it's a blood moon. Those are common in the Promised Land. We haven't seen one yet. Mostly because this section of the Promised Land really doesn't experience them. But we're lucky about that, because when blood moons are around, grabblers are abundant.
Yeah.
And a grabbler can be set to kill a man, even a whole squad of men, even if they're armed with assault rifles.
In about 2.5 seconds?
Yeah, that's about right. Maybe a little bit, maybe just a little bit shorter, if you happen to be unlucky.
Yeah. If you're very unlucky, it'll take about half a second. Mr. Dundee, I don't believe this is the normal entrance.
I don't really know what the fucking name is.
I think it's over here. Yeah, it's over here.
You have to be unconscious and have to be transported to the local speedway in the Promised Land.
Where are you going,
I've
Mr.
lost
Dundee?
sense of direction. After freezing, most of my brain cells have gone wicked.
I believe that's maybe that's part of the petrified jacket right here.
Huh?
That could be part of it.
I think we found another part of it.
Hmm.
Oh no, only something like a grabbler could have torn it apart like that.
Are grabblers living in these woods?
Nah, they only stay for during the Great Freeze and then they retreat to the other lands.
Yeah.
Other parts of the Promised Land. Now, see, this is where we got the grabbler camp.
So grabblers aren't native to this section of the Promised Land.
No, that's why they set camps like this. You can't naturally survive.
Yeah. This could be the petrified jacket. It's red.
It's probably part of it.
Is this a grabbler den?
Yeah, it's true. This is a grabbler den for sure. Got the plant over there, which looks like it's in fucking insulation. I don't trust this.
Well, then don't cross. It looks like the grabbler's only just recently left. Now, how old do you figure this grabbler den is?
A day or so.
There seems to be a Christmas tree, so it was definitely here during the Great Freeze.
I think that was a grabbler.
That's the sound the grabblers make? Might want to get over here.
Yeah.
Do they attack while you're out in the open?
Well, if we're near the camp, so
Yeah.
I think they might have picked up a scent knowing that we might be going to the camp to loot it.
Oh boy. So sometimes grabblers will stay behind for a while, right?
So to speak. Let's get out of the woods. They won't attack us if we're out in the open.
Now, what do the grabblers look like?
Imagine like an autistic fruit mixed with a goblin.
That's horrible.
They kind of give it like a turtle shell on its back, and it's kind of a grabbler. Fucking nasty.
Now, we will have to avoid areas where it's a high density of grabblers, because I did not bring my rifle this time.
Yeah, no, I only got a pistol. I ain't gonna fucking do it. Hell, if we did, a rifle, it's not gonna do much.
Well, that rifle I recently purchased from that traveling merchant probably would kill them in an instant.
Oh, yeah, no, that one. Yeah, definitely. Grabblers are supposedly weak to fire.
Ah.
Just set the bastard ablaze. Did a good job. Just a good job. I think that's going to wrap up this part for the Great Swamp and the Grabbler Camp. We're going to go grab some provisions. We'll be back for the next part.
Yeah, we're currently in one of the only areas of civilization.
Yeah, this is no part of the game. Don't just fucking shoot each other.
Yeah, this is like a neutral zone.
Yeah, so, I have been Dundee, and
Cameraman Joe.
see you next time in the Promised Land.